Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here for a crazy announcement update video here this evening here on Friday. At least it's still Friday for me. There was some issues with Shattered Dimension when it went live for a third time. Absolute insanity that they allowed for node rewards to be active for a third time. And as you can see, I'm already kind of like autoing my way through this. I'm kind of multitasking here as we do this video here because I just I honestly don't know what to think. And normally, I'm just going to say this up front. I'm normally the first person to want to take Scopely to the cleaners and for their fuck ups and take advantage of all that and more. But I feel like, and I did the math, like when you look at the how much rewards that you're going to get doing 7 runs of Pocket Dimension, it is nothing short of insanity, in my opinion. Now, this has implications for a lot of things. The old enemies leaderboard. If you're someone in Europe who normally sleeps when these events go live because 2 p.m. Pacific is 11 p.m. Central European time. And most people are asleep. If you're in like Germany, if you're in Spain, whatever, right? Like normally you're asleep. I mean, maybe you're not asleep right away, but a lot of people do. If you're working the next morning, then that's normal. Why am I saying this? Is just because if you, for whatever reason, missed a 24-hour period and you did not start Pocket Dimension right on day one within 24 hours, you are now locked out of getting rewards from additional runs. Now, this might not happen to everyone, but when it comes to taking Scopely to the cleaners for their own mess ups, normally I prefer it to be as equitable as possible. And for some reason, I just don't feel that it necessarily is or will be. So I don't want to. What's the term? Something about a gift horse in the mouth. There's a lot of stuff here, and we're gonna break it down. And I think that's great. I don't know. The other thing is that they can't code it in such spaghetti coding. I'm not surprised they effed this up. And I spoke about this at length in my own Discord server as well. We had conversations back and forth that basically if they had node rewards for a third time, it would have been 50 times. Like they couldn't code it to only have it for a third time, which is why they let it run for now an infinite amount of times. It's going to cap out at 7 total runs now, but the point is that they had no way of fixing this. So we're going to talk about the response. We're going to talk about the total rewards that you're going to get, talk about everything else. So let's just get into it. You might see me from time to time. I'm going to try and, because I need to do this so quickly, I'm going to like auto in the background while we're doing this video. So the thing is, let's talk about the Shattered Dimension issue. So today an issue occurred within Shattered Dimension, allowing players to run it for a third time. I already explained this. We've identified the issue. No, you didn't. Well, I mean, you did, but then you can't fix it. And we will keep the event running as normal. Players will be able to complete Shattered Dimension daily for the node rewards until the event ends. And I was shocked that this was their resolution. And I think part of this is because they have there's a holiday on Monday. It's Labor Day in the United States. It's also Labor Day in Canada. I'm like double checking my calendar. I don't know, if there's any holidays anywhere else, but at least for North America, at least the US and Canada, that's what's going on. And so they're not in the office. They don't have the time to spend to really sit down and think of a better solution, right? So and that's fine. That's what they chose to do. We will not extend the time on the old enemies event to maintain the integrity of the leaderboard. And I have to say that the integrity of the leaderboard is already fucked. And the reason why I say that is because of the reasons I outlined previously, that it becomes that, and I had some arguments with some people in my Discord server that I honestly, you can still be an engaged player and not do Pocket Dimension in the first 24 hours. Why? Because it was a finite event that only could be run twice until now. So, it's not to say that some people, it's reasonable, I think. It's not unreasonable to suggest that some people maybe didn't do it on day one because they knew that they could only run it twice anyway. So what was the rush? Right? And that's my thoughts. It's like, well, you can only run it twice anyways, and if you could do it within an hour, I don't know, the next day, like, why does it really matter in the end? Like, what was the rush? And so now there is a rush because if you missed out, if you did not do your first run within the first 24 hours, now you will not get as much rewards as everybody else who did. So be sure to continue to play Shattered Dimension daily. And holy shit, because now I have to run this like twice on 2 accounts. So that's not fun. I have to do this auto fat. Actually, I can auto like 2/3 of it on my alt account, and then I kind of have to like kind of think about it a little bit, or not completely auto because my characters are not as strong. Either way, that's a lot of stuff that I have to do every day, but you know that's what we have to do for free stuff. Okay, and so let's talk about the math on the numbers, right? The math on the numbers, the numbers on the items. So this is 1 run, this is 7 runs. You know, if you're not getting a full 7 runs, well, you know, you can extrapolate that yourself. But these are the total amount of stuff in no particular order that appears on the nodes as rewards. So illumination orb fragments, these are the event orb fragments that go towards points towards the old enemy's milestone, right? So 36,000 that you get for doing a full clear of a run. And these contain, actually, I have my alt account open because I was waiting to do shared. I'm still waiting for the reset on that one. So you guys have probably already opened, you know, your shattered, or not sure, your whatever the hell these are, the illumination orbs, because you've been opening them from last week, right? From the other event as well. So this is the second week where they contain this orb, and it actually has a decent amount of rewards as far as red gear goes. You know, if because every time you get a red gear drop, you get 20 of them, which is quite a bit, because this is like so 20 is worth about 400,000 gold. It's 20,000 gold for just one, and so 20 of them is worth 400k each time you get one of these drops. So it's a good amount of extra stuff that you don't need to buy, or you don't need to buy as much of anymore. Now the shards, as far as that goes, it varies. Like honestly, I've had a lot more Alpha Flight characters than the actual Shuri and Hank shards. Usually when I open the full 18, I would wind up with anywhere from 20 to 30 maybe for each of these if I'm lucky, and like 60 plus of the Alpha Flight, because then you get a lot more of these drops on the Alpha Flight characters. There is Out of Time in here as well. And Black Knight shards are actually, this is my alt account, so I mean, I'm still going to welcome the Black Knight shards out of these orbs. The only ones I have maxed are Starbrand and Cosmic Ghost Rider. The rest I do not. So it's still a pretty good orb for my alt account as well. And same with the gear drops, the Catalyst. So there's Catalyst on the right, Origin gear on the left. And so this is going to save a lot of money, both real money probably and actual gold, to run this that many times, because you're getting 18 orbs in a single run, multiplying it by 7. Well, that's a lot, right? You know, 100, I think it's 126. I think 18 times 7 is 126. But anyways, and then it's gold, right? You get 8 million gold per run, and then 56 million gold on 7 runs. So that's a lot, right? That's like 2.5 strike passes purchased worth of gold. You get the same amount of training modules. You're getting 1,600, or actually, you're getting more. You're getting 16 million gold worth of training modules. So you're getting actually double the amount of training modules as you are for gold. So people who said they have a training module problem, if you're running this 7 times, you definitely should not be having a training module problem anymore, because you're getting twice as many mods as you are from the gold that you actually need. The T1, these are blue 1, level 1 ions. It's just a metric ton of this. It's like 105 million. It's crazy. These basic blue orbs, what I should have done is divided this by 2,000, because those are actually fragments. But yeah, you're not going to be concerned with blue crystals anymore. So that's 5,600 basic blue crystals. Blue 4 ions, 14 million. Blue 5 ions, 12.6 million. Surfer shards, 700. If you haven't maxed it out by now, you definitely are now. Panda pool shards, 140. Dakin, 140. I mean, they're going to be farmable next week anyways, but at this point, you might be close in rounding up the bend. For 7-star, and then, of course, the diamond orbs, because each run gives you 4 diamond orbs, not including the actual clear rewards, because you're not getting that. Just I wanted to, if I didn't make that clear, you don't get the clear rewards for the, like, you get the final node, but you don't get the first time, the uniques, the red uniques and those things, and the diamonds and whatever, you know, that you got previously. It's not happening again. It's solely just the node rewards. But either way, it's still a lot, right? You know, because you're going to get, say, an extra 20 diamond orbs, which is a lot, you know, so there's a lot of stuff here for sure, without a doubt. It's absolute insanity. I think the amount of stuff that you're getting out of this is just next level. I think this is a top 5 fuck up. And what's interesting about this one in particular is that they've never fucked this up before. Never in the history of Marvel Strike Force have they given out rewards 3 times in a pocket dimension, or a dark dimension for that matter. That bug has never happened until now. Now, where does that leave us with the old enemies leaderboard? I'm still missing the last web milestone claim. So I actually think that you can get pretty close to milestone 20 after doing all of these pocket dimension runs. I think that you might, if you want to get milestone 20, you might need to bridge the gap with more cores. But you're going to get awfully close to this, which means that you're going to pick up all of these other rewards along the way. So it's not even just pocket dimension, but it's also the old enemies milestones. So there's a lot of stuff here, right? Radioactive treats, tons of that, because you're going to get, you're not going to get milestone 20, but you're going to get the good stuff in, oh, why does my game do that? Milestone 17, which is a lot. 300,000 treats is a lot. The ions is, all of this stuff is a lot. You're also going to get these red G19 minis, which is very helpful because skill minis seem to be very hard to get a lot of the times. You're also going to get milestone 19, which is a lot. So 28 of these plus 8 of that, that's 37 G19 skill minis. Plus the dark diamond is not that important actually, but milestone 19 is really good. That's 10 purple ISO orbs and then 6 million gold and another diamond orb. So there's tons of free shit that we're all going to get because Scopely fucked up. Am I mad? No. Well, I'm not mad, but like, is it surprising? I'm not even sure I'm that surprised, honestly, that this happened. And that's just the state of the game that we're in with Scopely, that their ability to not have fuck ups is just, it's next level. Like it's every other day. There's something, right? Like come on, if you follow YouTube or in game, like that like once a week is common. 2 or 3 times a week, not uncommon. Like that's just the state of Marvel Strike Force, that we expect these things to happen, but the level of fuck ups are just like, this varies, right? And so I think this is actually like a top 5 fuck up. It's not quite Spider Weaver level fuck up, but it's like, I don't know. It's like maybe full clearing of the monthly, like that kind of level. The amount of total rewards that you're getting, is about that. The summer of blunders, and we're still in the summer. Like it's still Friday, August the 30th for me. So we're still at the end of Summer of Blunders 2024. I would have to really tally up like everything there is. Wow, just next level. So anyways, TLDR, I hope you guys are able to take advantage of this. I hope that you're all able to take advantage of this equally for people who are in different time zones. Hopefully you see this ASAP if you're in Europe, or if you're somewhere else and you're waking up and you're saying, oh shit, now I need to go do my pocket dimension. Get on this ASAP. Get this done. Get your rewards. And then we'll see next week if there's anything else. It's so much stuff that I honestly think that they're going to punish us in some way as a result of all of this new resources that they're feeding us. Purple ISO, gold, what have you, that they'll just skimp back on future events to claw it back. That's just my thoughts anyways. Let me know what yours are in the comments down below. And until next time, stay safe and healthy. I'll see y'all later. I got a lot of effing pocket dimension to run every day. Boilon signing out.